Hello, and welcome to the Metro MLS webinar reviewing ShowingTime for FlexMLS. In this webinar, we'll review the basic settings available for ShowingTime in FlexMLS that you guys have access to. So let's begin. So to access ShowingTime, your ShowingTime settings, you click on Menu, and underneath Schedule Message, click on ShowingTime. It's going to open another tab to your ShowingTime. Now for ShowingTime for FlexMLS, only the agent accounts have them, the individual agent accounts, not the office's login. So if you're trying to access ShowingTime via the XYZ Realty web account, FlexMLS account, that won't work. Only the individual agents have access to ShowingTime for FlexMLS. If you look over here, when you log in, it'll have the Metro MLS icon or something similar to it that's linking it to us. If you see anything different that says like Appointment Center or Showing Desk, that means your office has the paid for version of ShowingTime, and you guys will have more features and functionalities than the basic ShowingTime for Metro MLS, FlexMLS has. Okay? So once you come into the ShowingTime menu, this is your ShowingTime menu that's over here on the left-hand side. So to set the controls for your personal agent setup, you click on Agent Setup, and that'll take you into your profile here. So the Profile Basics is the first screen, the first section that you have here. So you want to make sure that this is all filled in with the correct information. This is kind of like your signature information or your contact information. So make sure all of this is correct, and anything that you'd like to use is here. Let me change that to office phone. Alright, and mobile phone. Mobile phone is important, especially if you'd like to receive notifications via text. Alright. Make sure you've got your email address in here, your mobile phone for text message, and make sure that you've got your SMS notifications selected here. Moving on down the screen, we're going to bypass the login information because that's not important. Listing agent preferences. So this is applying to your listings as the listing agent. Allow agents to request appointments online. This is set to yes by default. So this means that whenever you enter a listing in FlexMLS, it will automatically be available for other agents to schedule appointments online using ShowingTime for FlexMLS. If you'd like to turn this setting off for all of your listings, that would be the no button. Default settings for new listings. The default appointment mode typically is set to appointment required, meaning that a showing cannot happen unless you approve the appointment. Other options that you have here are go and show. So maybe you're an agent that deals predominantly in vacant land property and there's no need for them to schedule an appointment for you. They can just go and show. You can select that. Or if you'd like for them to view the instructions only, whatever showing instructions that you have set on the listing, you want them to view. Maybe it's kind of specific instructions you want them to pay attention to. All right. Would you like to allow overlapping appointments? The default is yes, and to tell the showing agent ahead of time. Your other options is yes, no need to inform the showing agents. Yes, please tell the showing agent ahead of time, which is that default one. Or no, exclusive showings only. So that's totally up to you. Keep in mind the settings that we're in here are global. They will apply to all of your listings. You can change them per listing, and I'll show you that in a few minutes when we're done with the screen. Next is how you would like to receive notifications for appointments on your listing. You can select any or all of a combination of email, text message, the showing voice, which is a recorded voice, that pre-recorded voice that will call your number, or to use a push notification if you are using the ShowingTime app. So when appointments are requested, you can choose whatever way you'd like to be notified. When appointments are confirmed or canceled, again, you have your options. Feedback requests. Request feedback from showing agents. If you'd like to have that, select yes. Number of times to resend the feedback request. So you can choose from 1 through 10. Number of days between resend, how long would you like them to give them before they, waiting on a request? How many days? You can do between 1 and 5. Next section is the showing agent preference. This applies to when you're requesting showings on someone else's listings. Notifications for appointments I request. Again, you've got your options for email, text message, the pre-recorded call, or the push notification through the ShowingTime app. So when appointment requests are received, email is your only option for that. When appointment requests are viewed, email again is your only option for that. When appointments are confirmed or canceled, one of any of the 4 or all of the 4 if you'd like. When there is a price change or listing notification on a property that I've showed, how would you like to get notified? An email is the only way. Showing cart notification. So when a showing cart is assigned to you, how would you like to be notified? Showing cart is appointments on multiples of your listings. So if you've got quite a number of listings and someone has gathered a cart and, popped that in there, you can get notified of that. Feedback requests. Would you like to receive feedback requests from other agents? So if you like feedback requests on yours, you probably want to return the favor. Appointment scheduling. Default appointment type for new appointments. You can choose that as a showing, a preview, inspection, whatever. Default appointment length for new appointments. You can choose your time. Lockbox access. We here at the Metro MLS, we don't have anything to do with lockboxes. I think that might be your board office. You can check with that. But if you have access to any of these, SentryLock, Supra, or the HUD key, you can select that. Your messaging preferences, when a new message comes in. So if someone sends you a message, how would you like to get that? Any combination that you've got here. We'll move on down. These office preferences, this basically applies if you are using the appointment center or the showing desk, because the office, in those 2 paid for versions, the office accounts do have access to the program, and they're able to handle a lot of the appointment requests. So those are the settings that you have to worry about for the Flex MLS version of it. So anything that you've changed, you want to make sure that you hit Save Changes up here at the top, and that will save your changes. Now, if you need to make changes to an individual listing, maybe you've got mostly single-family listings, but you've got one vacant land listing and you'd like to make that one a go and show, you will go into Listing Setup. It will bring up your listings. You select the listing that you want to make that change to, and then this is where you can change the settings for this listing only. So this is where you can change it to a go and show. If your seller is going to be helping you, or you would like your seller to get notifications of when appointments are, this is where you can add that contact in. You add in a new owner occupant, or if there's another agent, maybe you guys are doing a co-listing, this is where you can add that person's name in. If there's any appointment restrictions, you've got a section for that with settings that you need. And any access information that you'd like to enter in, you can here. All right, and then again, if you made any changes, you could save your changes using the button that would appear at the top. Anything outside of what I have shown you, maybe a reporting function, or if you have a question about any type of functionality that's not, here, you can also go into their help and training and search their database for that, or you can contact ShowingTime directly. If you go to ShowingTime.com and you click on this support button, you can email support@showingtime.com, or you can call their 1-800 number. If you have the paid for version of ShowingTime, the appointment center, there's another number for that. This will conclude our webinar for ShowingTime in Flex MLS.